Who's going to tell her? Who's going to tell her? Man, let's just take a listen to what Nicole Parisi has to say. Now, mind you, where I live, I went the high school I went to in the suburbs. There's literally a million of these girls. All sound the same. They're really no different from the next. But let's listen to what she has to say.
Someone needs to let me know if I am the only one that has noticed that men are not like how they were when our parents were growing up. Like, I grew up, I don't know if it's because like the Italian values or what, like I grew up like the man is supposed to take care of the woman. The man is supposed to go up to the girls. Like the man is supposed to have drive and initiate everything. Like, I feel like now it's so hard to find guys that like even just in general have drive in life. Like, I feel like it's so different. And I don't know, like I personally never get approached. I never. Maybe something's wrong with me. I don't know. But like, I feel like then like whenever I like talk about it, everyone's like, oh well, they want the girl to like go up to them. Like, what? When did this change? When did this change? Because I want a man. I don't want to be the man. Someone come up to me. Anyways, I just feel like there's no manly men. I just don't think so. I think every guy I've met is like honestly super emotional. And that's fine. Like, I'm all about feelings, whatever. Like, I'm an emotional person. So like that's okay. But I feel like it's definitely like sometimes worse than girls. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's crazy. Anyways, so if anyone knows if manly men still exist, let me know. Or if I'm the only one that thinks they don't. I don't know. Someone needs to let
You know what? You can't even be mad when Corey Holcomb would make a joke saying, "Why do we even listen to women?" Like, you can't even be mad when he says stuff like that. To be saying this in 2024, where are the manly men, and why don't men don't approach no more? If you're a woman and you're saying this in 2024, either you're number one, you're stupid, or number two, you're just trolling us. It's either one of the two. Either way, you're incompetent. Either way. It's when we talk about, there's this term that hoes be thrown around now, that they learn from TikTok or from their therapists. This term was emotional intelligence, right? How men don't have emotional intelligence. Women, if you're listening to me, just because you're more in touch with your emotions does not mean you are emotionally intelligent. Let me say that one more time. Just because you are more in touch with your emotions than men does not mean you are emotionally intelligent. From the looks of it, when we talk about just this term emotional intelligence, most women do not have it, especially in America, especially when you got girls like this here who's obviously has been living in a cocoon in her whole life. It's either that or she's trolling us. You know, when they'll make like they'll make like articles about like, the epidemic of single men and loneliness, and how none of these men are getting are like most of these men are single men are virgins now. It's really articles like that. They're just trolling because they know what it is. They're just trolling, and they're basically brag. Men need to step it up and all this stuff. And it's just like, I'll give you an example before I go back and analyze this video. I remember I did a analysis of the video. It was a black woman and a white dude. The black woman was making like 300K or more a year, and basically she's pushing her husband because he's making 70K a year, which isn't bad. That's actually pretty good. But he needs to do better, and he has to do. I'm like, so what is the point of putting women in these positions where they're earning more and they still don't want to pay the bill? What's the point of even? It's like this kid Aaron from the Star Report said. You're basically just forcing a group of women. It's like you're forcing a square in a what was it? You're forcing something to be something that is just not meant to be. What's the point of women earning all this money now, or like they were bragging about how they were doing, just when times get tough? Oh, I'm in my soft girl era, or I'm in my, oh, where's the real man to pay all the bills? What's the point? What was the point of even putting you in that position if you're not going to pick up your end of the couch? What's the point? Anyway, let me go back to the video. I'm going to bring it up one more time. I'm going to just dissect it real quick. Because girls like that, they be pissing me off because it's either number one, you're stupid, or number two, you're trolling us. And two things could be true. Two things can be true. Because there's certain things that people will say, and I'll be like, in your heart, the answer to this. Anyway, let's listen to what she says, and I'm gonna dissect this.
If I am the only one that has noticed that men are not like how they were when our parents were growing up. Like I grew.
Oh, you mean like abusive, right? Like you guys were saying we were abusive, we were patriarchal, right? They they were the monsters, barbarians, all of that, right? Right? When women had no freedom, right? So I'm literally like, so what? This is why Corey Holcomb will say certain things. I remember they were just talking about it. It's like, why do we listen to women? And it was so harsh when he said it. But you see the stuff that women complain about today in these day and age, especially girls like this, particularly white women who are the most privileged beings that have ever walked probably this earth ever. I'm talking about in the history of time, the most privileged beings. They don't even see it. They don't even see it. Anyways,
I don't know if it's because like the Italian values or what. Like I grew up like the man is supposed to take care of the woman. The man is supposed to go up to the girls. Like the man is supposed to have drive and initiate everything. Like I feel like now it's so hard to find guys that like even just in general have drive in life.
So like I said, the reason why if you're creating a company or if you're creating a society, you have to cater to the average man, because what the average man is going to do, if you cater your society around the average man or the man in general, you are going to have a productive society. Because when you push men to make more money, and there's guarantees behind it, there's more. When you incentivize men for certain things, they create, and not only they create, they give back. They look at all the money and they're like, shoot, I could start a family, I could do this. Shoot, I can, even if I don't want to start a family, I could still procreate, I could still this, I could do this. I can employ other people with my money. You know what I'm saying? It's more. This is why when you create something like this, you have to create it around men. If you create it around women, it's going to crumble.
I feel like it's so different, and I don't know. Like I personally never get approached. I never.
And when she says approached, she just means by the chats. That's what she means. I'm pretty sure she has an Instagram. They got her Instagram up there. So. They have her Instagram up there, so I'm pretty sure she gets DMs, but it's just not from the men that she wants. So when you hear girls say, "Oh, dudes don't approach me," she's just talking about the Chads and those guys. She's had opportunity. She's just like, not good enough, And by the way, back to my point on the incentivizing young men. Men have they have literally pushed out the average man, particularly the average Caucasian man, which is basically the majority of a demographic of men in this country. So if you decentivize men from money, family, like, because now most young men are like, I don't even think I can have a family. First of all, they can't afford it anyways. And on top of that, men have been told for how many generations now to man down, get more in touch with your feminine. Now these are the results. This is the results of men listening to women, but really what women should have, when women complain about certain stuff, they're not being honest. You know what I mean? So when they're talking about what women really want is a certain type of man to do certain things, right? So she wants the Chad, but she wants the Chad to not always treat her like garbage, but one day get in touch with his feminine side. But he wants the Chad to do something like that. It's not necessarily, oh, I want a dude that's more in touch with his feminine side. It's just she wants the Chad, that the people that she's actually attracted to obey her on certain things. And if women were honest about what they actually wanted, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be good for the society in large, because men would still be like, oh, I guess women don't really like us like that. But it would save the confusion of where we have a whole generation of men that actually listened to what women had to say and became the men that women were saying that they wanted. And they don't realize, the implications of that.
Maybe something's wrong with me. I don't know. But like, I feel like then like whenever I like talk about it, everyone's like, oh, well, they want the girl to like go up to them. Like, what? When did this change? Now, clearly
she's been living in a cave, because I'm not even going to talk about the MeToo movement that basically destroyed. They don't even realize the implications of the MeToo movement. And I'll go back to the MeToo movement in a minute, but let's forget about the MeToo movement right here. Just approaching. It's not just, oh, I'm just going to get shut down. If you're texting a girl, and you tell her how you feel about yourself, you know you're gonna get your messages is gonna be screenshotted. She's gonna screenshot your messages, send it to everybody else, make you look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Guys have been going through that and warning other guys about them, and just like you'll approach, you get put on blast for being approached. You approach via social media. They screenshot it, post your stuff on their stories to their male friends, their other male simps, or their the guys that they're messing with. There's literally zero upside to men approaching, or men approach and then she tells this, he gets in trouble at work. It's ridiculous. Now let's go back to the Me Too movement. They don't even realize, because of just the allegation alone. Just the allegation alone will derail your career. Just the allegation. I'm talking about, like, you can, like, look, Matt, like the punter from the Bills, he doesn't realize you're not getting another NFL job, bro. You're done. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you know, I feel bad, but you right now you're getting Negro male treatment from the 70s, 60s. Just the allegation alone. That's it. You're done. You're not going to get another job, bro. I'm sorry. This is how it is. This is what women push for. They want that full autonomy. So men are like, you know what? Have at it. And now, outside of work, where can you really meet up with people of the opposite sex? This is how usually most people were able to get married. They found their spouse at work. And this whole Me Too stuff is the funniest thing about the Me Too stuff is the Me Too stuff originated with powerful men in the entertainment industry. Now, the only people that I see with a steady girlfriend, where the girlfriend is really claiming them like that, are guys in the industry or people connected to the industry. It's funny how that works. Now, those are the only dudes that are actually have a chance of keeping their girl long term. It's guys from the industry. You can't make this stuff up. It's crazy how that works. And then when you look at the Me Too, how it's dissolved in men don't want to approach the woman at all, right? So you're literally, and if you leave women to approach, she's only gonna approach the top 10% men. They don't even realize what they did. Like the beats, like what after just literally destroying the dynamics between us. All they got to show for it is they got two niggas locked up. That's all they got to show for it. Two niggas locked up. R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. Shit, I could get two niggas locked up right now. I could do that right now. That's easy. I could do that. I don't need a movement to get two niggas locked up. I don't need a whole movement for that. I can just do that right now. Easy. That's all they got. That's all. I'm talking about the grand results of the Me Too movement. That's all they can show for it. They got Bill Cosby and R. Kelly locked up. Congratulations. Congratulations, hoes. Anyway, let's let her talk.
Because I want a man. I don't want to be the man. Someone come up to me. Anyways, I just feel...
No. And for the dudes wondering, she's not talking about the average dude. She's talking about Chad.
There's no manly men. I just don't think so. I think every guy I've met is, like, honestly super emotional. And that's fine. Like, I'm all about feelings, whatever. Like,
You see, she capping already. Because she heard what she said and she realized she fucked up.
Emotional person. So, like, that's okay. But I feel like it's definitely, like, sometimes worse than girls. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's crazy. Anyways, so if anyone...
But this is why we tell dudes, you got to be careful when opening up to women or not being... We tell men to stay like men instead of listening to you, because women like her would be the same. This is the same girl that's going to be like, why doesn't my man open up to me? And we'll be like, no. And then she'll make a video like this and it will not compute in her brain why things are the way they are.
If manly men still exist, let me know. Or if I'm the only one that thinks they don't. I don't know.
Guys don't fall for that. It's like, is there any real man out there at all? Where's the real man? Where's the real man? Bitch, shut up. Anyway, let's go to the comment section. This is funny. She said, I agree. Why do this generation of men have such a hard time leading? It's hard to lead when a man finally does take charge and he leads. And you're like, well, don't lead this way. If a man is going to lead, he needs to lead. You can't be interfering. And it's definitely hard to lead when men already know that women have the system in their back pocket, meaning they can just go to the court system and wring money out of you if you're not obeying them. Anyways, let's see if any of the commenters call her out. This is crazy. She said, baby, they so fragile, like this couldn't be the DNA y'all grandfathers had. Now, these are the same women that were talking about the color purple, talking about how men were so abusive. These hoes don't realize this is the best generation of men y'all got. They have no, back in the day, you know what the dudes used to be doing? Dudes would have families from other side of town. They would smack up their bitch. Back in the day, a dude could smack up his bitch. The police won't even come. Police never used to come for domestic violence back in the day. People like women don't even remember this. I don't even think they know this. Police did not used to get involved in stuff like that. They would literally be like, "Oh, that's just them going through it." That's how it used to be. Like women are so stupid when it comes to this shit. Like I saw a video where it was a Saudi Arabian girl, or I think or United Arab Emirates, UAE, I think, and it was a girl from one of those countries. I think it was Saudi Arabia though, or Muslim-based country with a Muslim populace, and she was basically showing off. This is the life of being the wife of a Saudi Arabian prince or a wealthy-to-do man, and it was just showing her with all her jewelry and like the expensive stuff she had, and then all the girls in the comment section was like, "Oh, I wish that was me. Why can that be me? This is what I deserve. This is this this is what, like, this is all the comments." And I was just literally just looking at them like, in those, I'm like, and I literally had to reply back. I'm like, in certain spots in places like that, women are not allowed to drive. I'm just like, they don't even, it doesn't even compute. It's just like, ooh, shiny, I want. Oh man, talking about the DNA didn't transfer, bruh. What is wrong with these hoes? They don't even wow. They don't even realize what they're saying. Here we go. Nothing's wrong with you, love. Men like men now. You see? Here we go. With the gay shit. They all gay, sis. You see? You see? You see? This is why the way women are acting now, this is why now you got countries like Russia, you got countries in the Middle East, they're doubling down on patriarchy. Like they're like doubling down. Because they're looking how we let shit slide, and look at them. Look what is happening with this now. Let me exit out, only because I don't want to get upset. I don't want to get upset because when I see ditzy girls like this, I'm like, what have you been paying attention to, bro? What have you been paying attention to? Where have you been? But like I said, it's pointless to explain these things to normie girls like this, and most dudes are afraid to speak their mind when it comes to topics like this. But let me know what you think about this. Hit a like, subscribe, give me the 1K. We out.